90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days star Brian Muniz's shocking past involves 4 marriages and 3 engagements, including a wife he is still married to. Brian is a quadriplegic man from Harvard where he works as an Uber driver. Brian used to be a professional rugby player and coach. His interest in the sport took Brian to a lot of countries, including Brazil. Brian felt the women in Brazil were more accepting of him as a man in a wheelchair. Brazil is where Brian got engaged thrice. #X2715 remove ads. Brian met a single mom called Ingrid on a dating app. Brian and Ingrid were in a long-distance relationship for 2 years before he went to meet her in person. Once they met, Ingrid found out that Brian had lied to her about his age. Ingrid thought Brian was 45 when Brian was in his mid-50s. He also concealed the truth about the accident that led to him becoming a quadriplegic and never told Ingrid he was a drug dealer and user in the past. In the latest episode, Ingrid found out Brian had been married 4 times. What Brian revealed about his first marriage. Who was Brian's first ex-wife? Close #X2715 remove ads. Brian grew up in Chicago, inner city. His father wasn't around much, so it was his mom who raised Brian and his siblings on her own. She did the best she could, but it was a constant struggle. When Brian was 19 years old, he married his high school sweetheart. Brian welcomed a daughter named Brianna with his first wife. Brian was married to his first ex-wife for 3 years before they got divorced. Brian's daughter was everything to him, so he did whatever he could to do to support her. Brian claimed his second ex-wife tried to kill him. Brian accused his second ex-wife of something terrible during his introduction. Brian mentioned that he was shot with a small caliber handgun when he was 27 years old. Brian's life turned upside down after the incident. The bullet hit Brian in his spinal cord and left him quadriplegic. 2 men were waiting for Brian as he came home. One of them crossed the street to go to his car and asked Brian to get out with his gun. Brian was being carjacked, but he was a young guy from the inner city who wasn't scared by the gun or threats. #X2715 remove ads. Related 20 best reality TV shows. Right now reality TV is more popular than ever. With so many to choose from, here are some of the best reality TV shows to stream or watch right now. Brian thought he could maybe grab the man and get away from the situation, but he got shot, and it was instant paralysis from the waist down. Brian was hiding a crucial bit of information about the incident in episode 1, which he revealed after meeting Ingrid in person. Brian worked as a drug dealer at the time. He had met his second ex-wife through his job. He was popular, making more money than he ever had in his life and also using himself. When he got his wake-up call, he told his wife he didn't love her anymore. #X2715 remove ads. Brian is still married to his 4th ex-wife in Brazil. Brian is not yet divorced from Fiancé. In September 2024, Mary Pants revealed that Brian was married but to his ex-wife, not Ingrid. Brian's current wife's name is Fiancé. They had been in a long-distance relationship since 2017 and got engaged in 2019. Brian and Fiancé had a YouTube channel with over 3,000 subscribers where they shared their journey. Brian married Fiancé in 2022. However, the problems in the marriage started when Brian and Fiancé started living together in Brazil. The blogger suggested Brian may have cheated on Fiancé during the marriage. Divorce proceedings have been ongoing since the summer of 2023. Brian has been accused of allegedly concealing assets by transferring his car and home to others' names. It appears Brian had a strategy to influence the division of assets. In Brazil, there is typically a 50-50 split. X 2715 remove ads. What Brian's fourth ex-wife Fiancé has to say about him. Fiancé's disturbing allegations against the 90 Day Fiancé star. In November 2024, Mary Pants posted more shocking details about Brian and his ex-wife. Brian took Ingrid to a resort on the show in Recife, Brazil. However, the resort was near Brian's ex-wife's home. As per Fiancé, Brian was being so petty that he posted a video online of himself to taunt her from the resort captioned, "It's much lighter now, much better without you." He wanted to take Ingrid to all the places they had planned on going to. Fiancé also accused Brian of allegedly spying on her and trying to force her into a public confrontation. X 2715 remove ads. As per Brian's fourth ex-wife, he had started seeing Ingrid just a few months after their wedding. Fiancé claims that Brian used her for a Brazilian green card and left her after he received it. She also claimed that the 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days star, allegedly blocked her credit cards, leaving several debts in her name. Fiancé spoke about Brian making fake social media pages to harass her online. She also mentioned that she was contacted to be on the show for a love triangle storyline, but she refused. 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days airs Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TLC. Source: Mary Pants, Instagram, Mary Pants, Instagram. Your rating: 10 stars, 9 stars, 8 stars, 7 stars, 6 star, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Rate now 0/10. Leave a review. Your comment has not been saved. 18.6. 7/10 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days reality TV documentary, a deeper look into the lives of couples established in 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days is a reality TV documentary series that follows the potential spouse from a foreign country and their lead up to their journey to America. The show documents the early days of the relationship across the ocean and the K-1 visa process required for the spouse to live in the new country. Couples battle with culture shock, language barriers, and the opinions of friends and families alike as they prepare themselves to take the ultimate leap. Where to watch. Stream. Rent by not available. Availability in U.S. Release date August 6, 2017. Season 6. Network. TLC franchises. 90 Day Fiancé. X 2715 remove ads.